How much time is Diddy actually going to do? So the defense is proposing 21 to 27 months. The prosecution is proposing 51 to 61 months on a 10-year maximum count. This is unheard of in the feds, okay? Usually they ask for the max, especially when you lose at trial. Let's talk about this from a perspective who's done time in prison, aka me, right? So most of you guys don't really know. When you hear 10 years, when you hear 5 years, you don't understand how much time he's actually going to do. So let me break it down for you. First off, the charge he got found guilty of, that, trafficking for the purposes of whatever, all that bullshit charge that pretty much every rich man in America is guilty of, that's a crime or a charge that's what's called FSA eligible, okay? What does that mean? The First Step Act. Basically, in layman's terms, nonviolent offenders get credits towards their sentence. Most of the time, it's in the neighborhood of like half your sentence. As long as you have a good legal team, like my boy Kyle over at Federal Prison Tips, who files these motions on behalf of these inmates and gets them home super fast. If you have someone like that on your team who knows what they're doing, right, you're going to get home probably in half your time, I would say, more or less. So Diddy has already done 10 months. So he's already done almost a year, right? So let's say he gets somewhere in the middle, right? Because typically the defense doesn't get what they want. And in this case, the prosecution is probably not going to get what they want either. So let's say they give him 48 months. This is going to take a minute. By the time he gets sentenced, it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's going to take a while. He probably would have done a year and a half to 2. He'll get time served. It's over because of FSA and what I'm telling you. And there's a total possibility in this specific case that he might get somewhere along the lines of what the defense is suggesting, maybe 24 months, right? And even then, it's time served. He's actually over. So they have to send him straight home. So either way, this case is over. He's barely going to do more time than what he's done. He's practically on his way home. He's definitely a short timer in the feds. Anyone who has less than 10 years is like, you're considered a short timer. That was my nickname at Coleman Camp, short timer, because I only had 8 months. So anyway, that's how much time Diddy's actually going to do, okay? Now you got it. Straight from the ex-con who did time in the feds. I'm done with Diddy. No more talking about this shit.